Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. So Jim Beglin, what is your interpretation of the way they appear to be lining up?
Conservatism would appear to be at play, Peter. However, we don't quite know what their motives are just yet. It could well be as it looks, but it might also be a way of deceiving the opposition into thinking that they're just going to sit back and then hope to produce an aggressive counter-attack or two. This system can accommodate that, and I certainly hope we're going to get something positive in response, and it's not going to be all defence.
And here's Iniesta, forced to go back. Batistuta, and the shot! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Conte. Searching pass he's played there. Chance for a shot! And that's a good finish. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
The Netherlands are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
We're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again.
It's and it's hit the woodwork and out. He's got away with one there. He is just caressing the ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldo gets into a good position. Now it's Llorente. Now that's well seen too. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Spence. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Caught offside that time. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Batistuta. Now that looks a decent ball. That's been slipped through. He has found the way through. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. That has ended up in no man's land. Llorente. The Netherlands are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. And here's Bellingham. He's found Bellingham! Well, that is commitment to the cause. The Netherlands with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. Llorente charging forward down that flank. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That has been knocked away. Iniesta. And it's Ibrahimovic. Maicon. And this is Ibrahimovic. Can he finish? Ibrahimovic can be a real threat inside the box. And here's Ibrahimovic. Conte. Well read, nice interception. 40 minutes gone. Half-time close. Chance! Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Tchouaméni. And Spence. Ibrahimovic. Threads one in. Oh, played right into his path. And a chance! Goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Vietnam leading now. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, super ball. And the finish! He's keen, determined to have his say.
The Netherlands really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
This possibly the last play of the half. Punched away. So a temporary halt to the action. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Vietnam leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. And so the action is resumed. That has been cut short. And he's gone looking for safety. Ibrahimovic. Bellingham. And they can counter here. Can take in acres of space out wide. Cannavaro making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Tchouaméni. And it's Spence. That's a throw. Spence. Conte. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Llorente. Conte, given the lift of his goal. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Spence picks it up out wide. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. Batistuta. Ibrahimovic looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. It's a searching pass. Oh, he's bustling through. Shot a goal! And no mistake. They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Iniesta. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Ibrahimovic. And the shot! And that's in! Into the lead once more. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Substitution for Netherlands, number 21.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Vietnam with the lead.
Number 25.
And it's Rice. Eze. Rice.
Number 25.
Looking for the run. Can he finish? And that's a tiny finish. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And yes, it's him again. Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Knocks it into space, and he's certainly onside here. Eze. Oh, it's Dembele. 75 minutes played. Mateus. Chouameni proves too strong. Schlotterbeck.
Vietnam clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, they could break here. Played towards the other side.
Good switch, that.
That's a good foray he's making. Aims beyond the defence. Cannavaro defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now he's got space here. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Still anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
They get a throw in. Michael can so cleverly bypass the press.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Ibrahimovic might just make this. No, he's just misjudged that one. It's a goal kick. And here's Dembele.
3 minutes at a time.
And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. The Netherlands lining up in what very much looks as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact. So they won't have to open up and indulge in taking risks at the other end.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Header just off target,
and he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Corner number 2 then. Michael gets it away. And it's Llorente. That's a nicely weighted pass. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. So, third corner of the game. Oh, that one's going nowhere. And that has gone straight into touch. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Well, that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. The Netherlands are down to 10 men. It's a threat. Nedved! It's in! He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So the first goal of the game.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move.
Goes for a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. The Netherlands get their fourth corner. Bellingham with the short one. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Takes a shot! And that's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
The Netherlands restore parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Llorente. That's going across. Oh, great leap! And he's there to belt it away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's intervened well there. And he's managed to get rid. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Gerrard, he's picked his way through.
Oh, really well played.
That has not gone well. Gabriel, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He's found space here. Oh, that's fabulous. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Bellingham goes short. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. And it's Iniesta. Batistuta. Oh, what? And the shot! Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, a delicate chip through. Pass somewhat off target. De Gea with the clearance. Maicon. Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked it up out wide. Bellingham has found the net here, of course. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tchouaméni. Iniesta. Nicely shaped ball. It's out for a goal kick.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Schlotterbeck spots it and intercepts. Chance here to counter. Iniesta, Zanetti, Iniesta.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that's a key interception. And that brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Back on the way then. Zanetti. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good ball, that too.
And it's Nedved. And it's Gerrard. And Zanetti. Schlotterbeck. Stood up well to him there. And he's managed to get free. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Ibrahimovic with a reputation for taking on any shot. And here's Ibrahimovic. Conte. Good running, strong and purposeful. No, that's been intercepted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Nesta gets over and intercepts. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Iniesta. Ibrahimovic being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gerrard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Threads one in. Cannavaro gets it clear. Iniesta. And it's Batistuta. Oh, nicely intercepted. And he's only too happy to take that back. Conte.
The Netherlands really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Cross to the back post. Oh, that's delightful. He's found a way through. Takes on his marker. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Engages and forces him off the ball. Tchouaméni. Maicon. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And this is Ibrahimovic. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. The Netherlands really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And it's Maicon. Maicon. And that's aimed into the middle. Cleared away. And that has sent him sprawling. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
In with the challenge. Now that looks a decent ball. Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's being shifted off it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, they've got it again. Ball is over the line. So we have movement on both benches. Haaland getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Number 9, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
Number
Now it's
21,
Dembele.
N'Golo Kante.
Well seen, saw that coming.
Number
That's
8,
great positioning, so good from him.
Zanetti.
Might want to be careful there.
Now the cross. Terrific effort!
Number 18,
That was superb goalkeeping.
Number
Well,
10,
someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Number 41, Declan Rice. Number 16, Rodri.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
And it's been taken short. Driven in.
There will be
Towering header! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Superb timing to generate that power. Threw a really strong net behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
And we're done. Vietnam pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Nedved voted man of the match. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now. Decent chance! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So the game's first... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Gabriel did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. There will be a throw-in. Ball's out once more. Zanetti. He's found a way past. Zanetti cross, towering header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there.
Nicely shaped ball. No luck with that dink over the top. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Conte. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Iniesta.
Vietnam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Nice control. Mykon's and a header! Harmlessly behind. Gabriel, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Spence. Ibrahimovic. He's dealt with that really well.
Oh, that's excellent. Such a clean tackle.
That is Conte. And here's Ibrahimovic. Chance! Gerrard. Nicely weighted ball. And the through ball. And this is Batistuta. He's one-on-one. Big chance! That's put paid to the danger. Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Vietnam with the corner. They're first. They've played it short. The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way. Ibrahimovic receives it in a wide position. That has not gone well. Searching pass he's played there. And nicely intercepted. Bellingham. And here's Kante. And he welcomes it in. Nedved. And he's there to retrieve it. Cristiano Ronaldo is having a shot! Oh, it's a beauty! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And now he has two. The Netherlands are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them.
Impressive jump! No, not the best of headers. Alexander-Arnold. And Spence into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Probing pass, and this is Kante. Oh, lovely feeding is such a... Kante! He's got away with one there.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
And it's been given away. It's not an especially good pass, that. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So the action resumes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That's a nicely shaped... He's had a shot! Conte, great vision. Kante has got himself a free kick. Yellow or red? It is red. Vietnam are down to 10 men. Gabriel. Oh, he's been caught napping. Zanetti gets across to intercept that. Oh, red, nice interception. Just eases him off the ball. Iniesta cuts out the pass. Ibrahimovic needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop them in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
This looks promising. Real chance here. He's on it. Can he get away? I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
Vietnam have opted to make another change here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
That has been knocked clear. They get a throw in. Vietnam have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. It's Ibrahimovic! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And he's being shifted off it. Looking for the run. Not the most accurate pass. Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 7.
Alexander-Arnold is standing over this one.
Number 9.
Just to go back. Eze. And a chance! This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
And now to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. Pressure coming in from all directions. Kante wins the duel this time. Now it's Kante, and he's managed to get free. He's found some space. Maldini getting this one clear. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just a supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Bellingham! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's been cut out, well played. Oh, big chance! 1-0 and the shot! Goal, the Netherlands! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
The Netherlands have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Nuno Mendes. Oh, he's found support out wide. Mendes wants to run onto this.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. Vietnam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's got away. Chance! And he couldn't finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a really well measured ball. He's shifting through the gears here. And that's the keeper's ball. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nesta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Looking for the run, and this is Ibrahimovic. No, he's not getting his way this time. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
And he welcomes it in. It's Nedved! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. So no flag here. Tries to cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Zanetti. That is ended up in no man's land. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And this is Batistuta, and it's Batistuta. That's brave goalkeeping, really decisive.
That's just very composed. He held his position really well, and he made him make the first move. He was always in control.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Van Bronckhorst. And reclaimed it in a trice. Nicely weighted ball. Good ball over the top. Zanetti. And it's played in here. It's a good run down the right. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's good play. Llorente providing an outlet on that flank. That is some save from the... And the referee has signalled for half-time. There's no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Vietnam come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And this is Ibrahimovic, and it's Mendes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Llorente, delivers with whip. Cannavaro tries to clear. Shapes to shoot! They want to be quick to recover this. And that's another good win of the ball. Van Bronckhorst, Maicon looking to hit the byline here. Now it's Ibrahimovic. The Netherlands needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He is through here. And this is Batistuta! Oh, it's come off the upright. Struck first time. Ibrahimovic being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
He's having a shot!
Substitution for Netherlands, number 21, N'Golo Kante.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. The Netherlands are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Caught offside that time.
Number 14, Dominic Szoboszlai.
It's a pretty loose pass. Iniesta.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Wriggles his way through. Well, never. Chance, surely! It's fallen kindly here. Just cruising. They are cruising. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be...
There's the shot! And that's a good finish. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So could they be onto something here? That's the keeper's ball. Oh, a delicate chip through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Nuno Mendes chooses to go cross-field. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that could set him on his way. That has not gone well. Haaland gets a good foot in there. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the counter is on. And no, that was never going to make it. Iniesta. And it's Nedved. Maicon. Oh, that pass isn't the best. The final 5 minutes. Cannavaro. Could move up a gear here. Nicely worked. Picked out, shot a goal! He's got a goal!
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
The Netherlands visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Mendes getting forward.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Iniesta. Now it's Haaland. He's in a great position here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Vietnam cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
Hello everybody, and this is a quick
Your reflections then, Jim.
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We are just... he's given it away! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Iniesta. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including...
Great chance! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
The Netherlands finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Iniesta. Iniesta couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Swings it across. Nedved gets a foot in here.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Iniesta. It's run loose here. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That ball looks a good one. Shot could be on. Llorente.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Llorente. Very nicely done. Llorente with the cross. Maicon. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Played out towards the right wing. Llorente. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now it's Batistuta. Nesta makes the interception. And it's Nedved. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved never out of the action for very long. Maldini has the space to scheme. Gets a good foot in there. It's gone for a throw-in. Spence. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Llorente, that's a good foray he's making. Ambitious ball here. And this is Ibrahimovic. Good decision by the keeper, got that exactly right. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's a fine interception. Passes short and sharp. Wriggles his way through. Llorente picks it up now.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they win it back again. Oh, they could break here. Good ball, good take. He's found the way. Gerrard! Now, who's going to be first to this?
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And this is Batistuta. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's clever.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bellingham. Good, strong midfield running here. Lovely. There's the shot! It's a goal! The Netherlands are level! What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
We're looking at a different... And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. He's shifting through the gears here. Maicon's cross.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Gabriel cuts it out. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's the keeper's ball. Can he get on the end of this? Batistuta picks it up out wide. Looking to play him in. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Conte. Oh, good spread. Can he latch on to this? Bellingham gets into a good position. That's very neat. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's having a shot! No, just not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And claimed it back swiftly. Played into space. Ibrahimovic being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Conte. And it's Spence. Iniesta. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Conte. Here's Llorente. Threads one in. Not the most accurate pass. Could move up a gear here. And this is Batistuta. And this is Ibrahimovic. That's a good ball. Maicon. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kante producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Llorente. Great vision. Cute ball. Now, how can he reach it? Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. It's a threatening ball. Conte. Oh, important interception. Iniesta. Schlotterbeck is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Conte. And it's Bellingham. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
The Netherlands really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Nedved did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to pass it through. He came in hard, very hard. Big chance! Goal, the Netherlands! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Substitution for Netherlands, number 24.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 21.
The Netherlands have their lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
This looks promising.
Number 9.
Out towards the flank.
Coming on the field.
It's a good look. Impressive jump. He will be livid with himself.
Number 20.
Into the last 5 minutes.
Number 18. Ousmane Dembele.
Nicely weighted ball. Spread neatly.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Now it's Haaland. Well, played right into his path.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And that will be the final act. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
For whom today is their birthday.
The end of the game.
Please join me in
Reflections?
wishing them a
Well,
very
Peter,
happy
this was
birthday.
probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. The Netherlands lining up. He's rising! That's put paid to the danger. And it's Bellingham. And that is expertly dealt with. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Nedved. Nice looking ball. Ah, he's given it away. In towards the back stick. No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Vietnam with the corner, there first. And it's been taken short. Cross into the box. Nesta attempts a clearance. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, that's nice. Gerrard delivers. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put. And I'm sure we'll see.
Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Batistuta. Looking for a runner. No way through. Now he's off and running.
There they go, hunting again.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Conte threads one in. That's beautifully... It's Ibrahimovic! Goal, the Netherlands!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
The Netherlands have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Spence with the short one. He's in a great position here. Bellingham! Zanetti gets it away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he welcomes it in. Ibrahimovic. Can he get it through? And this is Kante. Nice control. And that's played in low.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Bellingham. And this is Ibrahimovic. Conte. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Look at the space here. And he's there to belt it away. Great defending, strong and determined. Iniesta. And that's another good win of the ball. Tries to play it through. Gerrard. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Bellingham. Knocks it out wide. Llorente receives it in a good position. Oh, shooting chance! Schlotterbeck tries to clear. Oh, that's neat. Plenty to aim at here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Ibrahimovic, and this is Batistuta. 40 minutes gone, half-time closing in. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Oh, what has happened here? Llorente just loves to go forward whenever he can. Vietnam can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. He's found space here.
2 added minutes have been
Nesta.
indicated.
Gabriel. And here's the chance to counter. Conte tries a deft little ball. Brilliantly cut out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Vietnam go in at half-time with a game to chase.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Second half is up and running.
Vietnam really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Chouameni, Bellingham. Llorente. Lovely bit of skill. That is good strength. It is a corner. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Pinches it off him. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, that's a key interception. Chouameni, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spence. Can he spark a counter here? Here's Llorente. Zanetti kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Batistuta. Ibrahimovic under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Michael. And it's Chouameni. Oh, easy pickings there. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Mateus with a definite foul there.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Gabriel Batistuta. Coming on to replace him is number 21, Erling Haaland.
Vietnam will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Kante. Well, that is one way to stop him. Cannavaro concedes a free kick for that. And that's going to be a booking. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Substitution for Netherlands, number 5.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 21, N'Golo Kante. Coming on the field, number 11, Eberechi Eze. Number 87, João
Spence.
Neves.
Now, can they get him away? Now it's Neves. Delivered low. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's intervened well there. Great vision. And there's chance for a shot! The Netherlands are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Spence gets a foot in here, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Strong running down that left flank. Nedved. Maicon picks it up now. Corner it is.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Maicon plays it short. Played in. Gabriel is there, and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
João Neves. And it's Llorente. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved. Some front-footed pressing going on here. And Bronkhorst. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Has a look and plays it forward. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight.
After 18 minutes.
It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
The Netherlands find a position of real strength now. And it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! He lifts the roof! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
The Netherlands are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went.
Oh, that's ambitious. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mateus, and he plays one through.
There will be 5 minutes at a time.
Van Bronckhorst, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Maicon picks it up out wide. Tries a shot! Oh, denied at the last. Vietnam have their third corner. Maicon goes short. Plays it across. Desai gets it away. Well read, and the danger is averted. Mateus goes for a shot! It's a goal! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like...
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
I'm afraid to
Any
tell
reflections
you that
on
we
what
are
you've seen,
expecting
Jim?
traffic to be
Vietnam
heavy
desperately
after the final
failing
whistle
to
today.
impose...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started. They do appear, Jim Beglin, to be going with a 5-3-2 formation.
Well, if flexibility...
It's Iniesta! It's their first effort on goal.
Vietnam really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
This is a promising build-up. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Conte. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Forced to go back. Opts to play it back. Great vision. Maldini clears without hesitation. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Shoots! Goal, the Netherlands! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Iniesta. Now it's Batistuta. Looking to play him in. Great work on the overlap. And he's certainly onside here. And it's hoisted clear. Bellingham. Played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Ronaldo has it out wide and in space. He's found the way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Nedved. Tchouameni. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Bellingham.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Good ball. Real chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Ambrosini. Iniesta. Iniesta can so cleverly bypass the press.
That's going in strongly.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely weighted ball. That ball looks a good one. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Shot a goal! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. Vietnam with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played out towards the right wing. Bellingham providing an outlet on that flank. Maldini.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And that's going to be a booking. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Cleared without hesitation. Can he get it through? He has a look out. De Gea getting this one clear. Can he spark a counter here? And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Cristiano Ronaldo. Batistuta. He's going to be disappointed with that. Ronaldo in acres of space out wide. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Maicon. That's a good foray he's making. Oh, that pass isn't the best. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Vietnam come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we get things going again.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Conte. Nuno Mendes. Desai, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Gets his head on it! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Nuno Mendes. Tchouaméni, who does have an assist to his name. Iniesta. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Conte. Now it's Bellingham. Ambrosini. Nedved. Ibrahimovic being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, better communication.
Chance! And he's stuck it away! And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Ibrahimovic.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot could be on. Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. Vietnam present their opponents with the best possible chance here. A lot of furious gesticulation, but it is never going to make the referee overturn a decision.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
It's in, but only just. The keeper guessed correctly, and a heart and mouth moment for the taker.
And yes, it's him again. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during...
Ibrahimovic! He's kept it out, just.
Ibrahimovic clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Substitution for Netherlands, number 5, Jude Bellingham. Number 21, N'Golo Kante.
The Netherlands with another chance from a corner.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Corner number 2 then.
9, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Schlotterbeck getting this one clear.
Number 11, Eberechi Eze.
Oh, some
Number
astute
49,
defending there.
Declan Rice.
Vietnam
Number
has
10,
the chance to go the other
Kylian
way.
Mbappe. Number 18, Ousmane Dembele.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He has found the way through. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a really well-measured ball. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Deftly away. Traoré. And this is Dembele. Can he finish? And it's there! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And chance for a shot! And that's in!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Vietnam get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mbappe driving forwards. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Mendes got a long way forward to join the attack. Looking for options for movement. That looks a cracking ball. And here's Eze. And this is Dembele.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Dembele gets flagged offside. That could spell trouble. That's a throw. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Zola, that has ended up in no man's land. Oh, perfectly measured that, and he's managed to get free.
There will be 5 minutes at a time.
It's a goal! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
Number 18, Ousmane Dembele.
The Netherlands are having a ball here. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Eze. Zola. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ambrosini. And it's Zanetti. And Maicon. So that's it. It is all over. Vietnam cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
Would everyone like
How
to
would
join
you sum
me
up
in
what
making
we've
a
witnessed,
special
Jim?
mention
Well,
to
there
those
was a
in the
distinct
crowd
lack
who are
of
celebrating
clarity
their winning
or commitment
anniversaries
in
today?
everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.